It's been about 2 months since Coral Island released the 1.1 Land and Sea update. I just finished my second playthrough, and over those almost 200 hours I learned quite a bit. Well, that's what I like to think at least. Even when I did my farm tour, I was still figuring out new things about the game. So in this video I'll be showing you 20 tips and tricks that I learned along the way. This video is meant for beginners, people on their first playthrough, but of course also for seasonal players. Who knows, there might be something on here that you didn't know about. Also, there won't be any late game spoilers regarding the new content, so you don't have to worry about that. So without further ado, here are 20 tips and tricks for Coral Island. While walking around the island, you might have come across these little clovers, which you can actually dig up with your hoe. I played an entire in-game year without knowing about this. The loot varies, some give forage, coffers, fossil nodes or trash. However, they also have a good chance of yielding mixed seeds, which is pretty good early on. Clover Spots can be found all over the island, even on the beach. They appear every Monday and last the whole season before they despawn. Besides clearing trash in the ocean, you can use the Scythe to harvest your crops. It is an absolute game changer. And before anyone asks, nope, the Scythe does not affect your farming level. I've been harvesting my crops with the Scythe ever since early summer in year 1, and it was actually the first skill that I maxed out. So use your Scythe to save some time. Temperature machines also work in summer. I had an animal in my coop get sick at least once a week during summer, and for the life of me I couldn't figure out why. Don't be like me, give your animals a temperature machine, which you can purchase from Jack at the ranch by the way. While opening geodes at the blacksmith, you can press tab to process all available items until you're out of backpack space. The same can be done at the lab for fossil nodes. Looking for an NPC to turn in a quest or hand over a birthday present, go to relationship in the menu, click on the person you want to find and press Find NPC. Super handy, this needs to be in more games. In the settings menu, you can adjust the in-game time speed, another feature that I absolutely love. It really makes a difference, especially if you're fishing or decorating outside. Since we're already in the settings menu, you can also change the combat mode to hit to aggro. This allows you to freely stroll around the caves without the enemies pestering you. Of course, early on, the mobs in the caves aren't really a problem, but later on, once you unlock more section in the mines, enemies get really tanky and they also hit a lot harder, so this really helped me out. After gaining access to the earth shaft and reaching the 10th level in there, Kira will send you a letter starting the quest where you have to slay 30 enemies to gain access to the guild. After completing the request, you can freely enter the Band of Smiles hideout, which is next to Kira's house. And now you have access to the B.O.S Shop, as well as another notice board where you can accept errands from the guild members. What's really important here is the shop. There are a whole bunch of different rings that you can buy to fit your playstyle, as well as better weapons. And as far as I know, this is the only place where you can buy different weapons. I don't want to show too much of the shop inventory here, since most of the stock unlocks once you progress further into the different mineshafts, so keep an eye on the shop after your mining trips. Speaking about shops, after unlocking any achievement in a game, which you can check in your journal under badges, you'll receive a letter where someone tells you to visit the cabin in the forest. You can find the shop owner right next to the mine entrance, and here you'll meet Concerned Monkey. Love the Stardew reference. He sells a variety of interesting items like house decorations, clothing, and a whole lot of different scarecrows. Once again, I don't want to show too much of his inventory here, since I'm already far into the game. So whenever you get a new achievement, be sure to check out his shop again. He might have something that you like. You can have up to 4 different outfits in your inventory at all time. Okay, I know this one isn't really a tip, but I wanted to have it on the list either way because I think it's just a really cute detail to spice up your character and I love it. I, for example, have an outfit for each season that I can swap to whenever I want to. If you're ever unsure on what to give to a townie, you can never go wrong with a flower bouquet. It's very easy to craft and you get the recipe after finishing the Making Friends quest. This is a universally liked item, even loved by some, minus Charles and Yuri, the 2 doctors. Seriously, do not give them a bouquet, they absolutely hate it. Strawberries and blueberries for Charles, lobster or chocolate muffins for Yuri, no flowers. Let me know if you'd be interested in a gift card as well. This one is probably more obvious, but if you're on the grind for the museum collections, you can check your journal and see what items you already acquired but haven't donated yet. The same goes for the Lake Temple offerings. I personally like to have an own chest just for offerings and donations, so that I don't accidentally put anything in the shipping bin. You can dash forward by pressing space. Pressing space in front of a fence lets you jump over it. Again, not really a tip, but I just found out about it and it's definitely faster than opening a fence gate. Inside your animal buildings is a small notice board that you can interact with. Click on it and you can see all of your animals and their current mood. By pressing space once again, or whatever the toggle edit says for you, it will open a new menu where you can rename your animals, move them to a different building, or sell them if you need some quick cash. Also, you can rename all of your animal buildings. Standing next to your crops and holding down the right mouse button will show you what crop you have planted and how long it takes to be harvested. For Xbox, it's the A button, and for PlayStation, it should be the X button. Always save your tree seeds. I don't think I need to say this, because why would you even sell your tree seeds? Early on when exploring the mines, stamina really is an issue. I unfortunately found myself more than once stuck, because I didn't have any energy left, to find the next ladder. As long as you have sap and tree seeds in your chest at home, you can always craft candied tree seeds from your crafting menu. These were my #1 energy supply for the first year of playing. This next tip is more for mid-game, but I still wanted to include it here. After reaching town rank D, you can buy the sturdy computer recipe from the lab in town. This, in my opinion, is the most important item in the game. It's quite expensive though, 40,000 and a bunch of materials, so it will probably take a while until you have the money, but I cannot stress enough how important this is. Once you purchase it, you can place it down on your farm and immediately have access to an online shop. You can now buy seeds from Sam whenever you want to, as well as see every single inventory from all the shops around the island, including furniture and even outfits. Once you buy something, it will be delivered to your mailbox. But where the sturdy computer truly shines is when equipped with the catching and fishing component. And the foraging one, I guess, but I didn't really use that one. As the name suggests, the components let you see on the map which critters or fish you can find that day and in which location. And these little icons indicate if you already donated something or not. I got my hands on the farm computer at the beginning of year 2, when I was really starting the grind for the museum, and my god, this was so handy. And for the last one, whenever you reach a new town rank, you will get a letter from Millie telling you to come check out the new books at the library. And you should really do that. The library is at the community center above the animal shelter, in case you didn't know. There's different sections for each of the town rank, and reading the books can give you XP towards your skills, unlock new recipes, and some even permanent boosts. So don't forget to check out the library. And there you have it, 20 tips and tricks to help you out in your daily life on Coral Island. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please leave a like, it really helps me out a lot. If you know of any other tips that you want to share, then feel free to leave a comment down below, I love reading them. And thank you so much for watching, see you in the next video.